One morning on the bustling streets of the city, a man walked, his eyes lost in thought, his steps unremarkable. That man was someone who had the power to change the world, Elon Musk. But this morning, it didn't feel like a regular workday, a coincidence, a chance encounter, a moment that would change a man's life forever. Elon, preoccupied with his businesses and grand projects, didn't expect that the path he was about to take would lead him to someone who would teach him a lesson about life. It wasn't technology, rockets, or investments that would make the biggest impact today. It was something simpler. A single act of kindness, one person's life forever altered by a brief moment of interaction. So how did Elon Musk help a homeless man? And how did this act of kindness change not only his life, but the lives of those around him? Well, everything started at that very moment. The city was still waking up, the streets filled with the early morning silence. Elon Musk, eager for a morning walk, had parked his car and was now strolling down the busy city sidewalk. Today, like most days, he was thinking about grand projects, technological advancements, and his vision for the future. But today was different. He felt like something had to change. As he walked, something caught his eye. There on the side of the street sat a man in tattered clothes. His face was weathered, worn down by years of hardship, and his eyes seemed to be staring into nothingness. The city, still groggy from the night, seemed to have forgotten about this man, but something inside Elon stirred. It wasn't just a random moment. It felt like a sign. This man's life could change, and perhaps it was Elon who could be the one to do it. The man's name was John. He had been living on the streets for years, and each day had felt like an endless struggle to survive. But survival alone hadn't been enough. John had long lost hope that anyone could or would help him. He had become invisible to the world, just another forgotten face in the city. Elon, feeling a sense of urgency, approached John. With every step he took toward the man, he couldn't shake the feeling that this could be the moment that changed everything. This was more than just about technology. It was about helping someone. One small act could ripple through a person's life and create a larger wave of change. John didn't immediately notice Elon's approach. He seemed lost in his thoughts. But when he finally lifted his gaze, he was surprised to see the world-famous entrepreneur standing in front of him. Elon gave a warm smile, though it wasn't just a gesture. It was genuine, filled with understanding and compassion. Elon Musk, hey there, how's it going? Is there anything I can do to help? John stared at Elon for a moment. It wasn't often that anyone spoke to him, let alone asked to help. People usually looked the other way, too busy with their own lives to pay attention to someone like him. But this time, there was something different in Elon's tone. It was as if he genuinely cared. John, why are you talking to me? People just walk by, pretending I'm not here. You're the first person to ask me if I need help. Elon smiled again, sitting down next to John on the curb. He could sense the deep sadness in the man's voice. He could see how much pain he had endured over the years. But Elon wasn't there to pity him. He was there to offer something different. A chance. Elon Musk. Sometimes people just need someone to listen. No one should be left alone in this world. And sometimes all it takes is one person to offer a hand to change everything. John looked at Elon, his eyes welling up with tears. He had lived for so long with nothing but the cold streets and the loneliness that came with them. He hadn't been shown kindness in years, and now here was someone who genuinely cared. It felt surreal. John, you really think I can turn my life around? I've been stuck like this for so long, I don't even know where to start. Elon leaned in, his voice soft but firm. Elon Musk, it's not about where you start. It's about believing you can change. This is just the beginning. You've got the strength in you to rebuild your life. I'm here to help you do that, but it's up to you to take the first step. John stared at Elon in disbelief. For the first time in years, someone had shown him kindness. He didn't know how to react. He had never asked for help, and now in a matter of moments, his life was changing. Elon reached into his pocket and pulled out a few $100s, handing them to John. It wasn't just about the money. It was a symbol of something more. It was a chance. It was a lifeline. Elon Musk. This is just the start. You've got potential, John. I'm gonna help you find work, help you get back on your feet. You don't have to do this alone. John hesitated for a moment, looking down at the money in his hands. But more than the money, it was the hope that Elon had given him. A small act of kindness could indeed change a life. John's hand shook slightly, his heart full of emotion. John, with tears in his eyes, I don't know what to say. No one has ever helped me like this before. Maybe I really can start over. Elon nodded, giving him an encouraging pat on the back. Elon Musk, you can, John. I believe in you. You've got a second chance now. Make it count. The next few days passed quickly. With Elon's guidance, John managed to find a job, a place to stay, and began to rebuild his life. It wasn't easy, but for the first time in a long while, he felt like he had purpose again. A week later, Elon returned to check in on John. When he saw him, he was astounded by the transformation. John was no longer the man he had met on the street. He had cleaned up, found a steady job, and was now working toward building a future for himself. Elon could see the determination in his eyes, the same determination that had been buried deep beneath years of hardship. Elon Musk, you're doing great, John, but this is just the beginning. Keep going. Don't stop now. John smiled, his face lighting up with gratitude. John, I never thought I could make it this far. You didn't just give me money, you gave me hope. You gave me a future. Elon left, knowing that he had done something more than just help a man. He had helped change the trajectory of someone's life, and for him, that was the real victory. A year later, Elon returned to see John again. This time, he wasn't just a man struggling on the streets. John had opened his own small business, using the lessons he had learned to give back to others who had been in his position. He wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. Elon Musk, I'm proud of you, John. You've come a long way, and now you're giving back. You're helping others, just like I helped you. John once again thanked Elon for believing in him when no one else did. He had taken the opportunities offered to him and turned them into something beautiful, something lasting. Elon's small act of kindness had sparked a chain reaction that had changed not just one life, but many. Conclusion, emotional and call for interaction. John was no longer the man he once was. His transformation had inspired not only him, but also those around him. He had become a beacon of hope for others, showing that change was possible no matter how hard life may seem. This story teaches us an important lesson. Whether you're a tech genius or an everyday person, each of us has the power to make a difference in someone's life. Just one act of kindness can create a ripple effect, changing the world in ways we never imagined. If you're inspired by this story and want to see more heartwarming stories like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. What would you do to help someone in need? How do you think a small act of kindness can change the world? Let's keep exploring these amazing stories together. The story has ended here. The rest will come on the channel. Like and subscribe. Discuss your opinion in the comments.